Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Burlsworth Trophy Award Show. The Burlsworth Trophy recognizes those players that had the dream to play college football at the highest level. It is for those that were overlooked and underestimated, but have risen to prominence through hard work, determination, and a never-ending desire to be the best. Yes, the Burlsworth Trophy stands for all that is good in college football. A total of 78 players from schools all across the country were nominated for the 2024 award. From those, the selection committee announced 10 semifinalists. And now, we are down to 3. Let's meet the 2024 Burlsworth Trophy finalists. He has become one of the MAC Conference's brightest stars and was named the Mid-American Conference Defensive Player of the Week 5 times this season. Leading the nation in tackles, he's always driven to be the very best at everything he does. Advice for opponents? Stay away from number 52. From the University at Buffalo, senior linebacker Shaun Dolac. He has helped take the Hoosiers to unprecedented heights in their 2024 11-win dream season. And he has provided the fuel that has pushed Indiana's defense to impressive heights, finishing the season at number 2 in the nation. He's been taking on and conquering challenges from day one of his college football journey, and nothing has turned him back. A 2-time Burlsworth Trophy finalist from Indiana University, senior defensive lineman James Carpenter. He dreamed of playing for his hometown team, and he turned that dream into a reality, working his way into a starting linebacker role for the top-ranked Ducks. Known as a fearless competitor that brings a lot of energy, he now leads the team in tackles on the 7th-ranked defense in the nation. This lifelong Duck is a difference maker. From the University of Oregon, senior linebacker Bryce Boettcher. Now, please welcome your host for tonight's show, John Williams.
Music's got me fired up, I'm not going to lie. Thank you all for being with us tonight here in Bentonville, Arkansas at the beautiful Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. We want to welcome everyone also watching the Burlsworth Trophy Award Show via our live stream as well. We have an incredible show lined up for you tonight, and all of this would not be possible without the support of our incredible sponsors. And sponsors, we want to thank you for being a part of the Burlsworth Trophy year after year. This event is led by the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation And the Burlsworth Trophy also supports the important work of this foundation. The foundation not only provides services for children here in the state of Arkansas, but also in many other states across the country. Sponsors, your support is what makes all of this absolutely possible. So thank you so much. We also want to welcome the family and friends of our finalists here tonight, as well as the coaches and representatives from the University at Buffalo. Indiana University. And the University of Oregon. We hope you've thoroughly enjoyed your time here with us in Northwest Arkansas, and we hope you guys come back soon. A little over a year ago, the SEC Network premiered a new documentary on Brandon Burlsworth. It was called True Character. I can't think of a more perfect title. Let's take a look.
Come on, no pain. I'll show everybody where you laid at right there. One day we'll like having this. Look at that stadium, back of the stadium right there. It's 1994. Brandon gets to Fayetteville as a preferred walk-on.
You know, we thought 1 year we can get him in there and then he'll get a scholarship. This is the first Burlsworth going to college, so it's a big deal.
So he's 17 years old, 300 pounds or maybe a little over in August in Arkansas, out there for 2 days. And I know they were concerned.
A heavy, fat, chubby type person, not ready to play college football. What we need to do to you if you want to be a football player at the University of Arkansas is remake you, break you down, and start all over.
He loses 55 pounds, and then they brought him back up with sheer muscle.
I think he won us all over by just being relentless. If you told Brandon to do something, he was going to do it.
He developed great feet. He got very strong in the weight room. He had the ability all along. He made himself a football player.
Now, the Burlsworth Trophy has grown in national significance and is now widely recognized as one of the top awards in college football. And a night like tonight doesn't just happen. Months of planning and preparation are required to put on an event at this elite level. Now, he doesn't mind being called a perfectionist because it's absolutely true. Attention to detail is very important to him. Every detail matters to this guy. I do know he wants this event to be the very best it can be year after year. So please, welcome to the stage the president and the CEO of the Burlsworth Trophy, Marty Burlsworth.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And on behalf of the Burlsworth family, I just want to thank you for being with us tonight. This is a special night, a very special night. The Burlsworth Trophy is always a special night. And John is right. An event like this and everything that surrounds it doesn't just happen. None of this would be possible without an incredible group of volunteers that give a great deal of their time to make all of this happen. And they do it year after year. So a big thank you to all of these special people. I'd also like to take just a moment to thank you for your thoughts and your prayers on the recent passing of my mother. She loved being at this event. To get to know you guys, to get to know your families. I know she is missed by many, but in heaven, don't you know, there has been a great reunion. We We are here to celebrate 3 young men who have overcome the odds and have risen to national prominence. They've done this through hard work. Now, I'll rephrase that. They've done this through extra hard work, working harder than everyone else every day. When they first began their journey to play college football at the highest level, there were some that doubted. You're just dreaming. No, not these guys. They weren't dreaming. They were believing. But they didn't get there alone. There were other believers. Without a doubt, each one of these finalists would give a great deal of credit to their families, because it would be extremely difficult to achieve all they have without their support and belief. James Carpenter began his college career at the FCS level, Division II, not Division I. And yes, he was a walk-on. When his school moved up to the FBS level, he continued to thrive and was named the Burlsworth Trophy finalist. This season, competing in the Big Ten Conference, he is still making plays at a high level. So much so that now he is a 2-time Burlsworth Trophy finalist. That's not an easy thing to do. Bryce Boettcher began his college career as a walk-on on the Oregon baseball team. But walking on once wasn't enough for Bryce. He had to do it again. And to say the least, he's made the most of those opportunities and is a star in both sports. Shaun Dolac knows for him to do what he does on the field starts with hours of preparation off the field. And he's always been more than willing to put in the work, and he was recently named the Mid-American Conference Defensive Player of the Year, and I will add to that today he was named on the Pro Football Focus All-American team. So James, Bryce, and Shaun, you didn't get here by accident. You have all earned your place here. As a Burlsworth Trophy finalist, you are a finalist. When you are a Burlsworth Trophy finalist, you are part of a family, part of a brotherhood. And it's a brotherhood of past finalists that know and understand what you've been through to make it here. The Burlsworth Trophy is very special to our family. When I hear your journey, I hear Brandon's, and I know that would make him very proud. 30 years ago, Brandon first walked on at the University of Arkansas. The challenges you faced, he faced. You overcame many obstacles, so did he. You had to prove you belonged, so did he. I remember. But these trials have helped shape you into the young men that you are today. Nothing was given. You earned it. So, gentlemen, all I ask is that you keep showing the world that anything is possible if you believe. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Stephen Bold of Bold Vision, coming to you from the Central Florida Dreamplex facility, where families with special needs children, and really all people with disabilities, are supported in ways you never dreamed possible. We also are very proud to partner with the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation and their Eyes of a Champion program, where we really provide free eye care to needy children. We want all children to be able to reach their full potential. As the official eye care provider for the Burlsworth Trophy, today we're going to honor a young man who's been overlooked, underestimated, and has accomplished things you would not believe. And we are proud to honor this young man and really be inspired by him to become the kind of man or woman we were born to be. Here at Bold Vision, your sight truly is our vision.
thank you, Dr. Vold, by the way, for that as well. The Burlsworth Trophy Award Show would not be the same without Rick Schaefer and his interviews. Year after year, his talks with our finalists are one of the highlights of the evening, and those talks are going to come up here in a little bit. But first, we have another very popular segment, beginning your career as a walk-on. It presents a lot of challenges. Challenges that all Burlsworth Trophy nominees have willingly taken on. Now, the families of a walk-on athlete may not physically take on these challenges, but of course, they live with it with them. KNWA's Alyssa Orange recently had the opportunity to visit with these folks. Let's take a look.
He shows up, all the time. And, in high school, we called him Big Game James. And it's same in the big games. It's like he shows up.
The hardworking, honest, accountable, loyal human being.
Special honor to be even recognized for this award, because we know how hard he's worked for it and the specialty of the award itself and what it's about and who it's about. And it's just inspirational.
He had plastered just a handwritten sign. Work hard, give 150%, and it was above his bed, so he would look at it every single night. And I was like, wow, at that age, that's pretty cool.
He represents guys like me from the state of Oregon and Duck fans and even people that maybe aren't from here but have become Duck fans that, man, a homegrown kid can go out there and represent us and represent us in the right ways.
He's done it. He's worked really hard. He gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning and he goes to bed at 11 o'clock. He's made a commitment that whatever sport is in season, that is his main focus, period.
Very proud of him. Yeah, extremely proud of him. He, always worked hard and always knew what he needed to do, and he was a joy. Yeah, we'll see how far this journey can go with him, because there's nothing better than watching your children succeed in life.
I'm not just proud of him for what he's done with his sport, meaning baseball and football, but his dedication to just being a good kid all around. He's very kind. When you watch him on the field, he's excited for when other kids get tackles. And I think that says a lot. It's not about him. He's thinking about the team. I just think that makes a better person.
Just has always loved any sport. At one time he was soccer. He was a soccer addict, and then it was lacrosse, and
basketball.
And then it has always been basketball. And more recently, it is now golf.
Just that work ethic and really going after it. Understanding it's not going to be brought into your lap, and especially when he graduated high school and their calls didn't come. It didn't just fall into your lap, and just understanding that in life you got to go out and get it.
I didn't know what to expect. I mean, they don't promise you anything. You've got to earn it, and I think that speaks volumes to his character and how hard he works.
The question has always been, are you big enough? Are you strong enough? Can you play at that level? Yes, you can, and I think it's just that intangible where he's able to, really take a challenge like that and succeed as much as he did. And I've asked him, I was like, are they that much bigger? Are they that much stronger? And he's like, not really. Just for a parent to be in a stadium like Memorial Stadium or even at the Horseshoe and all these amazing places and just looking around, Dale and I literally have to look at each other and be like,
how did we get here?
That's our kid out there, walking out with captains. And I mean, we have to pinch ourselves, honestly.
My pride is overflowing.
Yeah.
I can't talk enough about it with friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're tired of hearing me. Hey, did you see this play? Or what do you think about it?
People at work.
There's people at work. They're probably tired of me talking about it. But it's my boy.
His transition from junior year to senior year is really when he kind of just took off. He rushed for 2,000 yards, had over 150 tackles, and went to the state championship that year.
Milford Academy helped him get to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. They helped him actually go as a walk-on. Mm-hmm. And, he didn't have any other offers at that point.
He just took advantage of every opportunity he's had, making big hits on kickoff or blocking punts. Like, just those little plays he got in at a young age, he went in there and he made an impact right away. Watching him get that scholarship the following year, it was truly special to watch as a brother and, as a mother. First instinct, you think about, Pops up there, and you're like, it's kind of the way that everything fell to pieces, and everything formed the right way. Sometimes leave me speechless because I'm just like...
That's how I am now. I'm so emotional. I can't even stop.
You just feel it. Like, I want to run on the field, push him, give him a hug, tackle him. Give him a nugget. Yeah, he's my little brother, and I'm one of 7, so I only got one younger sibling, and that's him.
Yeah.
So he's my little baby brother, and it's awesome to see him go out there, live his dream, and just, earn everything, because he's worked so hard since day one. For this moment. It's just awesome to go see him live that reality. And it's awesome to watch him play.
Give up for family. Fellas, that's pretty great to see your family like that, right? That was awesome to watch. Great job, Alyssa, on that as well. The Burlsworth Trophy is blessed to have a very distinguished selection committee who take their responsibility very seriously. Year after year, these men and women devote themselves to making sure every nominee has an equal shot at this award. Beginning your college career as a walk-on is very challenging, and the members of this selection committee deeply respect the commitment of every nominee for taking on this challenge. Selection committee, thank you so much for your devotion to this award and the special players that it represents. Now, several years ago, the Burlsworth Trophy produced a video featuring previous winners. Now, this video dates back to about 2018, but it is just so good that we just had to share it with you again tonight.
I'm Austin Davis. In 2011, I won the Burlsworth Trophy.
Matt McGloin. I won the Burlsworth Trophy in 2012.
I'm Jared Aberderis. I was a Burlsworth Trophy winner in 2013.
I'm Justin Hardy. I was the 2014 Burlsworth Trophy winner.
I'm Baker Mayfield. I won the Burlsworth Trophy in 2015 and 2016.
Hi, I'm Luke Fault, 2017 winner of the Burlsworth Trophy.
To me, winning the Burlsworth Trophy meant a lot more than just about one season. It reflects on, the history, the struggles, the challenges, overcoming adversity.
There's a lot of people to be thankful for, whether it's the coaches, your family for all the support, your friends. For me, it was my faith, just trusting in God, knowing that He's got a plan for me. I think that's something usually unique and special about, walk-ons as well, is that we know it's bigger than us.
You have to perform better on a daily basis than each and every other player at the university. You have to be better in the film room. You have to be better in the weight room. You have to be better in the practice field.
Not giving anything, you got to work for everything. So that's one of the big lessons that I learned, being a walk-on.
To me, I've always tried to embrace the walk-on mentality of having a chip on your shoulder and having to work for it every day.
I think the walk-on mentality is the cliche line of nothing given, everything earned. Walk-ons, you start from really at the bottom of the barrel and work yourself up. So it's a huge honor, and it's something that I think all of us take a lot of pride in.
Oh man, the grind. Basically, just getting out of the mud. That's every day here in the NFL. That kind of helped me out. Being a walk-on, prepared me for this stage.
When everyone at the Division I level said you weren't good enough, you said you were. You had an inner belief in yourself at a young age that most don't have.
The Burlsworth Trophy stands for all that is good in college football.
It's for the overlooked,
the underestimated.
Those of us that wouldn't take no for an answer.
Nothing is handed to you.
You had to earn it.
It's about believing in yourself.
When others do not.
And when the masses keep telling you,
you can't do it,
you say,
watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Now, in 2019, the Burlsworth Trophy became a member of an elite group, the National College Football Awards Association. Members include such awards as the Davy O'Brien, Doak Walker, Arkansas's own Broyles Award, and the Heisman Trophy. ESPN's College Football Awards show features each of these awards, and the Burlsworth Trophy is there too.
The Burlsworth Trophy, given to the most outstanding player who began his career as a walk-on, Kenny Willekes, Michigan State.
Congratulations to Jimmy Morrissey, just the second offensive lineman to win the Burlsworth Trophy. The Burlsworth Trophy goes to the outstanding player who started his career as a walk-on, and this time it goes to Arkansas linebacker Grant Morgan, who was a Burlsworth Trophy winner. Stetson Bennett will be at the helm for the Bulldogs.
Meanwhile, Cody Schrader was one of the 3 finalists there for the Doak Walker Award. Now he's the recipient of the Burlsworth Trophy, given to the most outstanding FBS college football player who began his career as a walk-on.
Now, as I mentioned a little earlier, Rick Schaefer has been an important part of the Burlsworth Trophy Award show for many years, and his interviews with our finalists are legendary, and we are about to witness why that is. This finalist began his career as a walk-on at a Division II school, and after moving up the FBS level in a big-time conference, he's still making big-time plays. Let's learn more about two-time Burlsworth Trophy finalist, James Carpenter.
James Carpenter was undersized and undervalued coming out of high school. As it turns out, all he needed was an opportunity. And he got that when then James Madison coach Curt Cignetti offered him a chance to walk on.
James was an impactful guy. I mean, 4-year starter, 2-year team captain. I mean, he was the blood and guts of the team. He was the most highly respected guy. He brought it every single day. Just such a tough guy.
You would think making the adjustment from James Madison to the Big Ten would be a big jump. Not the case for Carp.
And he's a heart and soul of that defensive line, a team captain.
Indiana tight end Zach Horton remembers going up against James once during practice.
I just remember my hands getting chopped off. He's just so violent with his hands. I just remember my hands for the next couple of days being sore from just how he's so violent with his hands. So I just thought it was hilarious that first off, I ended up pass blocking him, and he just chopped my hands right off and got right to the quarterback so fast.
How many D linemen have wow moments like this?
You finally become transparent about your bias. Look at this. Look at this. He's pulling it all out against his rival, James Carpenter.
Carp catching that fake punt and getting the first down is something we joked about all week. But obviously we left him in because the coaches trusted him and the players trusted him. But that kind of just speaks to Carp and his ability to make big plays, and whatever the coaches ask him, he does it, and he does it well.
A great player and a better teammate.
James Carpenter's a great teammate, man. He follows his keys, he follows his steps, and he knows what he's doing on the field. And when he make a play, or if anybody else make a play, he celebrates. That's one of the guys that really celebrate with his team.
Carp has been a Cignetti guy since day one.
I really can't say enough about James Carpenter, the way he approaches every day, every workout, every practice, every game.
All the hard work, we've seen all the hard work you put in, man. You're a great player, you're a great leader, you're a great man, and a great brother. And I just want to say congratulations.
Please welcome Burlsworth Trophy finalist, Indiana defensive lineman, James Carpenter.
Well, James, after watching that, I'm guessing you led your team in average yards per carry.
Yeah, I think that was the highlight of my career right there so far.
That was the highlight of your career. Interesting. So last year when you were here, you had no idea what was ahead of you, did you?
No, it was, I think around this time last year, I think is when all the coaching change happened. And, it was a lot unexpected, but, it's good to be here now.
Okay, so the transfer portal is a big thing in college athletics. I'll bet you took the first one offered.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy decision when I went into the portal last year. I think, it was when Coach Stig went there, I think I knew I was going there all along.
You obviously had a good relationship with him. Did that start when you were a walk-on?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Stig gave me a chance. He's one of the few coaches that gave me an opportunity to play college football. So, I'm forever grateful for him. So I'm always indebted to him.
For those who weren't here last year, you grew up in Roanoke, Virginia. So James Madison was pretty close. Is that why you chose to play there?
Yeah, it was kind of hometown school. Great football program. Like I said, they gave me a chance, and it was a great 5 years there.
And you had great years, which is why your coach got the Indiana job. What was it like making the transition to Big Ten football?
Yeah, it was a bit unexpected at first. It was kind of that same kind of walk-on mentality. A lot of doubters, a lot of haters, because too small, not big enough, stuff like that. But I think it's been a good transition so far this year.
For those of you who are SEC fans or Pac-12 or Big Ten or anything like that, he doesn't look like a defensive lineman, does he? He's not that big, so I get that. Okay, so the one adjustment you had to make was maybe fewer snaps. You were second in the nation as a junior in snaps per game. This year you got a little help, didn't you?
Yeah, I think going to the Big Ten level, a little more depth, which is nice. So not getting that many snaps has definitely been a key for us this year.
The interesting thing is you weren't the only transfer from James Madison. Was it 13 that went, 12 that went with you? What was that like, having that many people from your previous team?
Yeah, it was good. I think made the transition a lot easier. I mean, my roommates at Indiana right now are guys I've known at JMU, good friends there, and we're closer now here at Indiana. So I think all of us coming over kind of helped the culture change, things like that. So made the transition a lot easier.
It's a major geographic switch too. What was it like moving to the Midwest?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first 2 or 3 months, I don't think we saw the sun at all, so that was pretty rough. It's a little colder there than Virginia, so the weather's probably the only bad thing I got to say about Indiana.
Okay, now what's the food specialty in Indiana that you didn't have in Virginia?
I don't know. There's a lot of good food in Bloomington, a lot of good international food, which I don't think many people would expect, but if you get there, you got to try that.
How'd we get you here? You guys are already preparing to be in the college playoff, the first one with ever 12 teams. What's that like?
It's a great opportunity for us. It was our goal when we came here to Indiana. We got a great Notre Dame team coming up, so excited for that.
Yeah, now you're from Virginia. Do you realize what a big deal it is for Indiana to play Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think I'm slowly starting to realize the big kind of rivalry we got there. So I don't think I even really knew Notre Dame was in Indiana when I came up there. So I think I'm slowly starting to realize.
Yeah. Okay, and to play on maybe the best team that the University of Indiana has ever had, what does that mean to you?
It's an honor. I think it's just a testament to all our hard work. The leadership we have with Coach Sig, and it kind of goes down throughout the assistant coaches. It's been a great year. We're not done yet.
And when you are done, what's next for you?
I'm gonna just explore my options. Kind of see what the NFL gives. Give it a shot and just see what happens.
Okay. Well, congratulations on being here again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's James Carpenter.
I told you. That's why they're legendary interviews, right there. The Brandon Burlsworth Foundation also has another national award. This one is at the high school level, where the Burlsworth Trophy is based on performance on the field. The Burlsworth Character Award isn't. But as you will see, it also is an incredible award.
There are over 16,000 high school football programs in this country. And football is important. It teaches so much. But it's more than Friday nights and letter jackets. It's more than throwing or catching a pass or running for a touchdown. It's about something bigger. It's about being part of a team, caring about your teammate more than yourself. Now that's character. And the Burlsworth Character Award rewards high character nationwide.
The Burlsworth Award is a very important part of our program here at Flambeau School, and to us it's really the Hall of Fame of character.
And having an award like the Brandon Burlsworth Award, an award that celebrates character, an award that celebrates Christian values, is such a wonderful thing for my program.
My name is Major Josh Lawler, and I'm a former high school athlete from Rogers, Arkansas, a husband, a father, and a current active duty nurse practitioner for the U.S. Army. I was honored to receive the Brandon Burlsworth Character Award in 2005 while playing high school football.
This award isn't about being a great player. It's about being a great teammate and a great person.
We don't give individual awards in our program as far as best player or MVPs or those types of things. This is the only one that we select, and it's simply because it exemplifies exactly what we want all of our boys to be about.
It's such a great award to show that these young men are going to be future pillars of their community, great fathers, great sons, great brothers, and great husbands.
We need to celebrate things like character, like Christian values in our world, in our society today. They are so undervalued.
Even today, it serves as a testament to the type of gentleman and leader that I aim to be.
As one coach said it best, I'm almost positive Brandon would be very proud of all of you and all of those that have received this award.
Football careers fade, but your character lives on.
Well, to say this year's Burlsworth Trophy semifinalists are an impressive group, that would be a big understatement. This group includes team captains, academic all-conference honorees, and players that have already completed their college degrees. Just exceptional young men, and all of them began as a walk-on. Now let's recognize the 2024 Burlsworth Trophy semifinalists.
He's a good-natured guy who just does everything right, playing hard even when no one is watching. Players like him shift cultures and model what a program can become. To say the least, he's a playmaker from Baylor University, junior wide receiver Josh Cameron. He leads the nation in combined kick return yards and is a finalist for the Jet Award, which honors the most outstanding return specialist in college football. His coach describes him with 2 words, fast and fearless. From the University of Iowa, junior wide receiver, return specialist, Caden Weechin. This bioengineering major is now one of the most dominant college linebackers in the country, leading the Big Ten Conference in total tackles per game and solo tackles. He's a team captain, and his teammates have nicknamed him Captain America because people respond to him. He might not say much, but his actions speak louder than words. From UCLA, junior linebacker Carson Schlesinger. Growing up with a desire to play big-time SEC football, he arrived in 2020 as a preferred walk-on. And this season, he became the back-end anchor of his school's best defense in 2 decades. From the University of Tennessee, senior safety Will Brooks. He's more than just an elite second-level defender. He's one of the best all-around players on and off the field. He leads his team in tackles, tackles for loss, and pass breakups, and also became his school's first ever CSC First Team Academic All-American. He truly embodies what it means to be a leader, scholar, and athlete. From the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, senior linebacker Jackson Woodard. Almost everyone said he was too small and too slow, but he simply wouldn't quit. He arrived early, he stayed late. His approach has been, no matter my size, no matter my speed, I'm going to give it everything I've got. And for the last 2 seasons, that's been enough. He is now one of the top receivers in the American Athletic Conference. From the University of South Florida, senior wide receiver Sean Atkins. He doesn't miss tackles. He's never in the wrong position. He always seems to know where the opposing player will be. He has been more than a competent player in the secondary, and he's become a vocal leader and a star. From the University of Texas, junior defensive back Michael Taft.
Nice job, Johnny George. This next finalist is literally playing for his hometown team in Eugene, Oregon. KATV's Steve Sullivan highlights Bryce Boettcher.
To step up in the pocket, he's not going to be able to. Bryce Boettcher with a sack.
Bryce's walk-on story actually started on the diamond. 2 seasons into his Oregon baseball career, Bryce joined the football team as a walk-on. He arrived with a can-do, will-do attitude.
He's someone with a prove-it mentality. That's what really being a walk-on is all about. You got to prove something. You got something to prove every single day. He's really embodied that.
Head coach Dan Lanning can only smile when thinking of his first encounter with Bryce.
I remember when he first got here, he was playing safety, and I had to remind Bryce, you can't hit our own players like that at practice. Every once in a while, he'd have to go take a run down around the field goal post because of the energy and enthusiasm that he had.
His teammates say they can always count on Bryce to bring the juice to the practice field.
You know, a great locker room guy, a guy that's, out here on the field, he's going to bring energy every day. Whether that's, coming out here with no sleeves on, when it's cold, when it's raining, a guy who's, going to be the first in, last out, and, got a lot of respect for him. So.
We're talking about a young man who got better each year in both sports, and this year has been magical.
Possibly 9-out save if he were to complete it.
Jackson, left center, and a diving grab by Boettcher.
A Gold Glove center fielder on the baseball diamond. As for football,
now you look at a guy that's leading our team in tackles, that's playing with relentless effort, and whether it was the first day he showed up and he's running down on kickoff, or now it's him out there on third down in the most critical moments of the game for us, Bryce has made an unbelievable impact on our team, and it starts with his work ethic.
His coaches say there is no greater example of a player who does things the Burl's way.
He's that guy that's done everything possible to maximize his opportunities, and anything that comes his way, he absolutely deserves.
Just being that example to younger guys that are coming into the program in similar circumstance. Hey, you could play for the #1 team in the country, you could be on an elite defense, and you could be a walk-on that really earns valuable playing time and production for your team.
Please welcome Burlsworth Trophy finalist, Oregon linebacker, Bryce Boettcher.
This award started in 2010. You were the first athlete that's been here that started in a sport other than football. Now, you had a choice, I guess, when you went to Oregon. Why'd you choose baseball?
It was the only opportunity I had. I would have loved to have played football at the University of Oregon to start, but, they never sent me a letter and never recruited me, so baseball was my only option.
Now, you've been an Oregon fan for a long time. In fact, I'd say after looking at that video, you've gone from duckling to duck, right? What's that been like?
It's been a dream come true. I'm thankful for my parents for, raising me in that town and taking me all the games growing up. It's a blessing, and, to now be doing it for my hometown, like I said, it's a dream come true.
Who's the first Oregon football player that you thought, wow, I'd like to be like him?
Man, I had a Kenyon Barner jersey growing up, but I'd have to say Marcus Mariota definitely takes the cake on that one. Obviously, he was a really good football player, but just the way he handles himself off the field, from what I noticed, was incredible, and that's who I wanted to be like.
Okay, so you earned at least a partial scholarship in baseball. You had to give that up to do football. What inspired you to go to football?
It was, it was just a passion that I had. You can't match the feeling you get when you play football. You can in baseball when you hit a homer or make a diving play, but I was just missing something in my life, and I think football was that. And when Coach Lanning got the job, there was a tweet sent out about walk-on tryouts. I was like, I'd regret it down the road if I didn't at least give it a shot, see what happened. So I gave it a shot, and it was the best shot I ever took.
What's the first conversation you ever had with him?
First conversation I ever had with him was walking into his office after, set up a meeting with him, and I shook his hand, and he said, "What position do you want to play?" And I said, "Safety," and he's like, "Perfect. You look just like we want our safeties to look like." And I was like, 195. I thought I was a little small for this, but he thought I was just the right size. He welcomed me with open arms, and made me earn everything that I've gotten today. But, I'll forever be in your debt, Coach, and you too, Coach B. Mike. I appreciate you.
Okay, so you're a center fielder and a safety. That sounds like they make the same sense. How'd you get to be a linebacker and still play center field?
I would probably say just my practice habits of hitting people probably a little too hard in practice is what got me to become a linebacker. And it's probably what Coach Lanning saw in me. Hey, we think you can play linebacker for us, so the transition wasn't easy. I never weighed 220, 225 pounds in my life. So, it was a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights, a lot of food that I wish I would not have eaten, but I had to put in my body. But it was the best decision that I ever made, and I'm grateful that, he saw that I'd be a good backer presence on the team.
You see so many athletes, even at an early age, have to pick one sport. You're still playing two sports. Why did you continue with baseball when you made the football team?
Yeah, I just felt like I had, I still had that passion for baseball as well. And, I had been on the team for a couple of years, so, everyone knew who I was. And it wasn't necessarily that I was going to keep on going playing baseball. I just wanted to give it one more season. It was just kind of the one more mentality. And then my junior season rolled around, and I realized that once I started playing football, I got better at baseball again. I think there's a mental aspect to baseball that when you do it all the time, it's hard for me to be free. I'm the natural person when I'm competitive. I get tense, and I want to fight everyone that I see. And that does not work on the baseball diamond. You have to be relaxed. So I think waking up and going to football practice where I could hit people, get my anger out from striking out the day before, so then I could go out to football practice or the game in the afternoon, made me a better baseball player, so it worked out pretty well.
Now, you said one more season, but then you got drafted by the Houston Astros, and I guess you've already signed with them, but you've still got a decision to make when this year is over for football, don't you?
Yes, sir. I got drafted by the Houston Astros, and, I was obviously a blessing, a dream come true. I knew coming into this fall that I wanted to come back for one more season, and they were open to the idea, and I'm grateful that they were, because it's been one heck of a season, one heck of a ride, and I knew that again I would regret it later down the road if I didn't come back and play for my hometown one more season. And obviously it's been great, and I'm having a pretty big decision coming up here in a month or so, but it's a good decision to have to make.
Yeah, what has it been like? You're in a new league this year, and all of a sudden you're undefeated, and you not only win the league, but you're in the playoff as the number one seed. What's that been like?
Yeah, it's surreal. It's especially being from Oregon, from Eugene, seeing the best teams to have come through the area and being a part of one of them this far. But it's also the head down, not done yet mentality that, we just won the Big Ten championship. It's great, but it's not the final goal. It's not what we came here to do. Came here to do bigger things than that. And I think everyone on the team, and certainly the coaches, have that mindset and have instilled it in us. So it's, still a lot of work to be done.
Okay, and final question is it harder to hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball or a 230-pound running back?
Man, I'd have to say hitting the 98-mile-an-hour fastball is quite a bit harder. If you're on the football field and you're going 3 for 10 on running backs, you probably wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But in baseball, you go 3 for 10, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. So I'd have to say.
That's right. Well, we hope you're in the Hall of Fame someday. Thanks for being here. That's Bryce Boettcher.
For over 20 years, they've been coming. From all corners of the state, they came. They came for an experience they would never forget. To see the Razorbacks for the very first time. These are the Burl's kids. And it's more than attending a game. It's learning about the life and legacy of Brandon Burlsworth. And no matter what their situation is, they too can win. So whether it be at Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville or in Little Rock at War Memorial, the Burl's kids are there. And after all these years, it just wouldn't seem like game day without them.
Doing it the Burl's way, indeed. The Burlsworth Trophy has an impressive history and an equally impressive group of recipients. Let's go back 15 years and take a look at how all of this began.
Brandon Burlsworth began his college career as a walk-on. Before he played his last game, he was a two-time All-Conference player, a first-team All-American, and had completed his master's degree. In 2008, discussions began about creating a new college football award to recognize players who began their career on that same path as a walk-on. When Marty Burlsworth and Brian Reindl set out to create the award, they wanted something personal and unique. It had to be special. Arkansas artist and sculptor Raymond Gibby was selected for the job, and the utmost care and research was put into making sure every detail was correct.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. The Brandon Burlsworth Trophy.
The Burlsworth Trophy has been called one of the top art pieces in all of college football. It's for those that believe in themselves, put in the work, and never give up. Previous winners of the Burlsworth Trophy include Georgia Tech offensive lineman Shaun Bedford, Southern Miss quarterback Austin Davis, Penn State quarterback Matt McGloin, Wisconsin wide receiver Jared Abrederis, East Carolina wide receiver Justin Hardy, Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield, Washington State quarterback Luke Falk, Clemson wide receiver Hunter Renfrow, Michigan State defensive end Kenny Willekes, Pittsburgh center Jimmy Morrissey, Arkansas linebacker Grant Morgan, Georgia quarterback Stetson Bennett, and Missouri running back Cody Schrader. Now that's an impressive group. And tonight, we will find out who's next.
Burlsworth finalist Shaun Dolac has had an outstanding college career, racking up incredible defensive numbers. Let's take a look.
Shaun Dolac had a scholarship offer coming out of high school for lacrosse. He passed that up to pursue he and his dad's dream, a college football career. After 1 year of prep school, Shaun ended up at the University of Buffalo. Fast forward 5 years, and we are talking about a Buffalo Bulls legend.
The legacy you've left on this place is incredible. Goes without saying. You're a pro's pro. Handle your business every single day. Go above and beyond to put yourself in positions to be successful. The credit goes to you, and we are all just so blessed to be a small part of your journey, man.
To say Shaun is a leader on this team would be selling him short.
You the GOAT in my eyes, I ain't gonna lie. Best linebacker in the country. You are the program, you're the general. We were all rally behind you, and I can't wait to see how far you take this football stuff, man.
His teammates are glad to see Shaun finally recognized for the player and teammate he is.
Having a front row seat to seeing Shaun being left out of a lot of things that he was definitely deserving of, being overlooked constantly. I wasn't there to see him as a walk-on, but I understand his story coming on as a walk-on and earning his spot, earning his scholarship, just constantly earning everything like over and over and over again, constant overachiever.
Shaun earned a scholarship as a sophomore, set the school tackles record as a junior, and now as a redshirt senior, he is leading the country in tackles.
You've had a fabulous year. You've been incredibly productive on the field. You've represented us incredibly well off of it, and it's really exciting to see you get the postseason recognition that you deserve.
His value to this team goes way beyond the numbers he puts up.
Forget the plays you've made on the field. That goes without saying. But the impact you've made on the linebacker room, on this defense, and on this program are going to leave, going to make an impact on young guys for generations to come. And your legacy you left at this university is incredible.
Please welcome Burlsworth Trophy finalist, University of Buffalo linebacker Shaun Dolac.
Okay, Shaun, so in Arkansas, if it's 50 degrees, it's pretty cold. I'm watching your highlights. You can see your breath. We see the Bills play in snow. How many snow games have you played in?
Oh, man. From high school, probably about one or two, honestly. I wish we could play in more, honestly. In college, didn't have the chance to really play in a snow game, but the weather down there is crazy. You never know if it's going to snow or it's going to rain, or it could just be sunshine. So it's really bipolar weather over there.
Yeah, I saw the Bills playing in snow the other day. Do you go to their games very often?
When I can. Just trying to watch film when I can and trying to have a good time when I can. And they play on Sundays. We have practice on Sundays. So usually when we have a couple days off, I'll get out to one.
How about growing up? Did you follow the University of Buffalo and the Bills?
Yeah, I followed both programs, especially the Bills, but they weren't as good as they are now. In the recent years, they're just on the come up, and I'm proud of them. And then the Bulls, just watching them grow up and seeing where they've come in the program that we've become, it's amazing to see.
So you live, about 20 minutes from campus? I mean, it's not like you went very far to go to school, did you?
No, not at all. I just grew up 20 minutes from campus, the youngest of seven siblings, sorry. And yeah, my half-sister, I love you, Amanda. But 20 minutes from campus, so it's easy to kind of go home and see my family and talk to them and make sure they're doing good, and having the support from my friends and family, coming to the games every week it's amazing.
So we saw a couple of your brothers. You get picked on a lot when you were young?
Yeah, I think it was competitive growing up. We're all athletes, and whether it was getting to the dinner table first or going out and playing football in the snow. That's probably like our biggest passion that we had, was going out when it's snowing and going in the street and just hitting each other into snow piles, coming back with injuries, but we're good, so it was great.
You obviously wanted to play football after you were through in high school. What motivated you to walk on at Buffalo?
Yeah, I think excuse me, just the passion that I had for football growing up. Like it said, I had a scholarship to Albany out of high school, but my heart just wasn't there. And I think the passion that I had for football and the belief that my family had for me and the belief that I had for myself was just bigger than what other people saw for me. And I chose that decision to walk on to the University of Buffalo in 2020, and it's been the best decision that I've ever made.
After your freshman year, you had a coaching change. Yeah. You had to prove yourself all over again. How did that work out?
Yeah, just knowing that you work so hard that first year, and thinking that you're going to put yourself in the right spot for the next year, and then all of a sudden that coaching staff changes. You got to kind of rethink things, but in that moment you got to decide if this is really what you want to do, and you're going to prove yourself no matter what, no matter who you are. There's always going to be somebody who doubts you, but it's not what you do by what they say. It's what you do and what you believe. If you believe in doing what you want to get, then you'll get it.
And you convinced the new coach to give you a scholarship, didn't you? How did that happen?
Yeah. One day we went out to practice, and we were doing some one-on-one drills on the goal line, and a couple of guys went before me. I had the chance to go, and I was able to make a stop on the goal line. They thought it was a fluke, so we did it again, and I was able to do make another stop. And then after that drill was over, my coach ended up giving me a scholarship, announcing it to the team, and it was amazing. Shout out to Coach Mack, who's really helped me develop into the career, and he's kind of nudged the head coach to kind of offer this guy on the spot, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Do you think it was spontaneous? Do you think he'd been thinking about it, or you made those plays and he said, you get a scholarship?
Yeah, I think it was kind of on the spot. I think I was kind of working, my tail off the whole off season and into fall camp, and I think maybe it would have happened at some point, but I think there was no kind of perfect moment than that moment.
Okay, you guys won 3 games last year. You won 8 this year. What was the difference?
Yeah, I think just the culture. Coach Lemble came in and he just took control of the culture, took control of the leaders on this team, and he sat us down and made sure, like, if this is what we want, we can go do it. And we turned it around. The leaders stepped up. And you saw what happened. We were projected to be bottom of the MAC in the conference, and we ended up being 3rd. So I think that in itself is an accomplishment for the team, and we're going bowling to the Bahamas. So.
Now you're probably disappointed. You like snow games, right? You're going to play in the Bahamas.
A bit, yeah. I mean, I would have been fine with like Boise or something like that, But
ever been there?
No, I haven't.
What are you looking forward to?
Just the nice weather, and just having a good time with my teammates, and just kind of relaxing while we're down there, but also getting to work. And we got a good opponent with Liberty, and just preparing the right way. Coach Lemble's doing a good job with us getting ready, so I'm just excited for that.
Okay, now we heard one of your brothers say you rushed for over 200 yards in a game in high school. What about those 2 interception returns for touchdowns in the same game?
It was in high school. I like to run the ball, and then just living it up and trying to just be myself and just trying to play the game that I love. And then those interceptions. This past year I was able to run one back, and then I got caught on the 2-yard line, which was a little disappointing. But I'm so blessed and so grateful to have met all the coaches and all the people in my life who've put me in good positions to make plays and ultimately be the stat leader.
Now you've got your degree. You're going to play in this bowl game. What's next for you?
Yeah, whatever the Lord has planned for me. Honestly, I'm excited for the journey ahead, whether that's in the NFL or wherever life takes me. I'm just so blessed to have the support of my family and my friends and the coaches at the University at Buffalo that I'm just excited for what's next.
Well, whatever your job is, I hope it's in a warmer climate. You might get used to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, honestly.
All right, that's Shaun Dolac, and you can see why the committee has such a tough job ahead. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.
Shaun.
%. Did you know that 83% of all learning in school is visual? Now imagine you're an 11-year-old child sitting in a classroom, unable to see the board, and your family can't afford glasses. Want to help? Now you can. This is Chuck Barrett, and thanks to the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation's Eyes of a Champion program, children from all over Arkansas are being given the gift of sight. Log on to BrandonBurlsworth.org to see how you can help make a child's life brighter.
So, for the 2024 award, the Burlsworth Trophy received 78 nominations from schools all across the country. The selection committee chose 10 semifinalists, and from those 10, they selected 3 finalists. Gentlemen, you are to be commended for all you have done to be named a Burlsworth Trophy finalist. That is so special. Give it up for these 3 gentlemen one last time, everybody. All right, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. I will invite Marty Burlsworth back to the stage to do the honors. Marty Burlsworth, everybody.
As we know, our finalists have overcome
the odds, incredible odds, and have had unbelievable college careers. They have proven that when you work hard, you can rise to the top. And they've had great support from loving families. The road was not an easy one, but even if they could, I know they wouldn't change a thing.
It's about hopes and dreams. And these three young men have the distinct honor of being known as Burlsworth Trophy finalists. That will never go away. It's forever. It's family.
And it is a family. Shaun, James, and Bryce, you are part of the family, and you will always be a Burlsworth Trophy finalist. And that is a tremendous accomplishment, and something we hope you will always be proud of, because I know we are. Well, this is the moment, folks. And it may sound strange to some, but for all our volunteers and everyone that we've grown close to, these families, these guys know this, I've told them, this is difficult for us to do. But I think we'd all agree, there's going to be a name announced, but we've got 3 winners right here. And the winner of the 2024 Burlsworth Trophy from the University of Oregon, Bryce Boettcher. All right, let's pose her up here.
Man, this is, woo. As my grandpa would say, this is the Heisman of walk-ons, and probably a little more impressive for all those walk-ons out there that know what it's like. So first off, I just want to say congrats to Shaun and James for incredible seasons. Just getting to know you guys the past day or so. Our stories from the bottom are just very, very alike. Just sitting next to you guys at Topgolf, our character is very similar, and I think it's, obviously from our parents, but just what we've been through. So I appreciate you guys. I want to say thank you to Marty and Vicky. This event has been unbelievable. I did as much research as I could before coming here, and your hospitality has been unmatched. My family is very appreciative of what you guys have done for us. It's VIP everything, so thank you guys. And also, not just you guys, everyone else in the foundation has been unbelievable. I want to say thank you, Mom and Dad. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Mom making me all those snacks when I was little, doing my laundry. Dad, coming home from work, It's 7:30 at night. You're tired in your UPS uniform and throwing me wiffle balls in the backyard, and, you know, and talking crap to me because knowing that's what I'm going to get when I'm older. You know, I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I'm blessed, so thank you. I want to thank my grandparents sitting over there. You guys haven't aged a second between the past 2 days walking over to Arkansas up and down the stairs. You guys have been incredible. And just my biggest supporters. I love you guys. Thank you. Gary and Casey, thank you guys for being like second parents to me. You guys grew up in your house, best friends with your son. You guys are the best. Thank you, Karen, my aunt, for all those steak dinners whenever we hit a homer or make a big play. You're the reason I'm 225 pounds and not the 195-pound safety walking to Coach Lanning's office. I want to thank my sister, who lives in New York right now. She wasn't able to make it, but she's an unbelievable person, my best friend, and thank you, Emily. I want to thank my girlfriend, Bella, who's back in Eugene during finals right now. She's the best. We've been dating for a year and a half, and she's awesome. Love of my life. Thanks, Coach Lanning, Coach B. Mike, for making the trip. Thanks for letting a local kid crash your office and giving him opportunity. And thank you for not giving me anything. Everything that you have given me, I have earned, both you guys. And I have the most respect for both you guys because of that. And just thank you. Thanks to all my teammates back home in Eugene, especially thanks to my D-line for filling those gaps. Like you, James, I'm sure your linebackers love having you up there up front. They've, you know, done everything for me. My teammates just enjoying their success so they can enjoy my success. As I put it, it's been incredible. And thanks to the fans of Autzen Stadium that make 54,000 sound like 110,000. For those that haven't been to Autzen Stadium, you should definitely go. It's incredible. And ultimately, I want to thank God just for blessing me with my ability to be where I am today. Without Him and growing in my faith, you know, as Shaun said, as a walk-on, you got to have a strong amount of faith. And, you know, that relationship with God has grown to this day. And I guess, again, I would like to thank all the coaches and people who have doubted me throughout my career. It's helped me get this far. Without them, I would not be here today. And ultimately, just because we're all here today, because of Brandon, just a football player who, you know, embodied everything that a person should be, as we all know the Burl's way. The legacy he has left is unmatched, and I'm just blessed to be standing on this stage, blessed to be in the same room with these two guys right here, and honestly blessed to just be around all the walk-ons at my school that share a part of his legacy. You know, so I want to honor him and what he has done and his family for hosting this event. It's been incredible. So yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone for being here and supporting us three in this room, and go Ducks.
Well, it's been an amazing night. To the families and university representatives of our finalists, thank all of you for being with us. Shaun, James, and Bryce, thank you guys for sharing your journeys with us tonight. You have truly inspired everybody here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful night. We look forward to seeing you guys here next year at Crystal Bridges. So with that, good night. Thank you so much.